What's up, watch fans? Here we are with another unboxing and first look of another new Rolex in my collection. Yes, I am fairly boring. I continue to purchase Rolexes, but I can't help it when they simply make the best timepieces at this price point, in my opinion. Yes, you could spend a lot more on AP or Patek, but I don't have that kind of money. So, in this video, I will be unboxing, giving my first impressions, and telling you some interesting facts about the 126710 GRNR, aka Bruce Wayne. Let's go. So, the first thing you will notice straight out the gate, this is a brand new Rolex style green box. The Bruce Wayne, I believe, someone will correct me in the comments, you only get it in a green box because it is one of the latest models, 2024. Another interesting fact, it was a GMT-Master II model that from launch came in two different bracelet styles, Jubilee and Oyster. And I know a lot of you are going to say, but a lot of them, most of them come in two. Yes, that is correct, but not always from launch. So, without further ado, let's open this bad boy up. Oh, sweet baby Jesus. There we go. The 126710 GRNR. Now, for those that don't know, GRNR denotes the two-tone Cerachrom bezel, noir, NR, grey, GRNR. This is a successor to the previous GMT-Master II, which was an all-black Cerachrom bezel, and in my opinion, a GMT-Master II should be two-tone. If it's just one colour on the bezel, it's essentially just a Submariner, which isn't a bad thing. Not just a Submariner. Yeah, you get what I'm saying, it's a Submariner. Now, as you can see, I have gone for, in my opinion, the only option you should go for on a Bruce Wayne or most GMT Master IIs, the Jubilee bracelet. Now, you will see from looking at this, not a single mark, blemish, smudge, anything at all, because this, folks, is brand spanking new. From the AD to Watch Trader & Co. direct to me. As you can see from the box contents, you have your Rolex swing tag. You have the white tag, yes, a very highly sought after thing for people that want full sets. And then in this little window, you have your books, manuals, papers. Here you can see this was registered in April of 2026. It is now June 2026. So this was literally bought from the AD by a very lucky customer. He then decided, hey, I'm going to flip this for a very, very good profit. And I then bought it from Watch Trader & Co. for a very good profit for them. But we'll talk about the price I paid at the end of the video. Right now, I just wanted to show you the card, the manual, the warranty papers, the swing tag, and the white tag. A full set with full links. That is how I like to purchase all my watches where possible. Now, another interesting fact about the GRNR, while I just take it off here. Should I call it that, or should I just call it what it is? It's the Bruce Wayne. The reason it's called the Bruce Wayne is because of its black and grey look. This is a classy, yet relatively stealthy luxury watch. Granted, not as stealthy as it would have been on an Oyster bracelet, but Jubilee just works so well. So yes, if you are a Batman fan, a Bruce Wayne fan, this is essentially what people think a Rolex styled for Batman would look like. Now, there has been a Batman before, the Oyster version of the BLNR, so the Blue Noir. There's also a Jubilee Batgirl variant. You can let me know in the comments, what do you think? Do you prefer the Batman, the Batgirl, or the Bruce Wayne? I know which one I would prefer, keeping in mind that I've owned a Batgirl, and I no longer own a Batgirl. So that kind of tells you my answer. Now, in terms of everything else about this watch, it's exact same as any GMT-Master II. It's got an hour hand, a minute hand, and a 24-hour hand, because this GMT lets you tell the time in 2 different locations. Interesting, on the Bruce Wayne, you have the 24-hour hand here in green. You also see the GMT Master logo is in green too. I really like the subtle notes of green on here. You have a date function with Cyclops for legibility. You have the rotating bezel, again, to help keep different time zones. So you can actually keep 3 different time zones on this GMT Master II if you are so inclined. Now, this is an automatic watch. As always with any GMT, simply unscrew the crown once it pops out like so. Power it up using the internal mechanism. So the battery power reserve on this, or I should say no battery, the power reserve on this is around 70 hours. So once you've rotated this crown fully around 35 to 40 times, your watch is now good to go, and it will last off your wrist without any movement for nearly 3 days. But if you're going to wear this as a daily, which, I don't know, I go between, is a GMT Master II a daily watch, or is it more for special occasions? You can let me know what you think in the comments. I guess it depends on your watch collection. I recently purchased the Submariner Bluesy. I'd say that's more of a special occasion watch than a daily watch. If it was the ordinary Submariner, that would be your ultimate daily. The Bruce Wayne, I don't know. You can tell me. Now, we may as well continue on with the functionality of the GMT. Pull the crown out, 1 more rotation, and this is how you change the hours. Unfortunately, there's no quick set date on here, so what you have to do is keep spinning. So for every 2 rotations, there you can see the date moves over. So unfortunately, if it's the first showing on your watch, but your date is actually the 25th, you're going to be there for a while spinning. Now, the reason there's no quick set date for a second release of the crown, like so, is because this is what controls your 24-hour hand, and this is how you get a second, time zone. Once you are done, please make sure you fully screw down the crown to maintain the 100-meter water resistance on this Rolex. Submariners typically have 300 meters. Again, I'm not sure I'll be diving anything like 100 meters in this, but at least you have the security knowing that you can wear it for a gentle leisurely swim. Hey guys, hope you're well. Keen amongst you will notice that I fucked up. The second crown pullout is for the hour hand, the normal hour hand. The third crown pullout is for the GMT hour hand for the second time zone. There's no fourth, that's why there's no quick set date. I've talked about it in a previous GMT Master II video. I just had a complete brain fart in this one. Anyway, back to the video. Now, before we talk numbers, and I let you ogle this over a little more, we have to talk about dimensions. This is a 40mm size dial with a near 12mm thickness. This can be worn with a shirt, cuff over, with no real issues. It's not the thinnest or dressiest watch out there, but it's certainly thin enough and dressy enough. Now, I will pop it on my chunky wrists. I need to measure my wrists again quite soon because I think they are decreasing. I know, I'm getting old, losing a bit of weight. But on my 7.5-inch wrists, a 40mm GMT Master II Looks pretty goddamn good. Now this is full links, full set. There is up to, I believe, 2.5 millimeters of adjustment here within the clasp, but I don't need it. This is no links taken out. As you can tell, my wrists are fairly chunky, but 40mm looks absolutely fine on this. And I have to say, wow, I absolutely love the look of this watch. Absolutely love it. What do you think? Now, I did promise we would talk numbers. Just while I'm taking this off, I might as well show you for those that don't or haven't owned a Rolex. There is an extra layer of, I guess, security here, so it's not just stolen off your wrist. You do have the secondary clasp for security. Open that, then open this, and there you can take off the watch. Look how shiny that is. Oh, that polished stainless steel look. I honestly don't think there's a better looking bracelet than a Jubilee. Maybe I'm biased because I own a few, but yeah, this is stunning. So, you already know it's a full set box papers. You also know it's April 2026 registered, and you know it's the Bruce Bloody Wayne. So you know this is not cheap. For reference, a GMT-Master II Bruce Wayne direct from your Rolex AD, which is just never going to happen, or at least not for the next 5 years if you're on a waiting list. You can get this, I believe GMT prices are around £8,850. I'll pop up the actual price here. I paid on the grey market through Watch Trader & Co. a nice round even £17,000. Yes, £17,000 for that person that picked up their watch from the AD, then went directly to Watch Trader & Co. They would have probably been paid around 15 to 15.5 for this. So they've made a pretty little penny of between £6,000 and £7,000 within minutes. Watch Trader & Co. are probably taking around 10%, anything from £1,500 to £2,000 on top. But that's the price you have to pay for a very sought after watch like the Bruce Wayne. And I know 17 grand on a GMT-Master II is bloody shitloads. But folks, the Pepsi is over 20. In fact, the Pepsi, a 2026, although I guess it'd be 2025 since it's now been discontinued, a brand new unworn model of the Pepsi, which for those that don't know is a blue and red bezel, that's around £25,000. In my opinion, this is a nicer looking, classier watch. So really, it's like an 8 grand discount if I try to justify it to myself and, more importantly, my wife. So, there we have it. That is the Bruce Wayne. Let me know in the comments if you like it. I will be out with a full review once I've actually wore this watch for a while. I will let you know comfort-wise, in the heat, in the cold. I will also show you any dents, smudges, scratches, anything I pick up wearing this almost daily for the next couple of weeks. If you haven't already, please smash subscribe. It would mean a hell of a lot. This channel is new. I am passionate about watches. I'll keep the content coming. I'll keep the new watches coming. Please keep in mind, a lot of this is funded by trade-ins. This one, for example, I was able to get along with the Bluesy because I traded in my Yachtmaster white gold. So yes, please keep in mind, I don't buy and keep all these watches. I don't have 100 watches. I love watches. I love creating content. And because they're Rolexes, they hold their value very, very well. So you tend not to lose too much when you're ready to trade in or sell. Anyway, that's it. As always, thank you very much for watching. And until next time,